The world is seeing a growing number of ever bigger disasters. Every year, about 500 events occur worldwide, costing hundreds of billions of US dollars. Now, when we mention disasters, we tend to think of earthquakes, floods, or maybe tropical storms. But what about drought, air pollution, rapid glacier melting, wildfires? Those can be disasters too. My name is Norman Kerle, and I'm one of the professors at ITC specializing in the field of disaster risk management. And I also coordinate the Disaster Resilience thematic line. The Department of Earth Systems Analysis, where I work, has 5 different groups working in the disaster field. In fact, it's the largest research theme at ITC. We have leading experts on hazard modeling or risk assessment, on how to use remote sensing, or on the role of the humanitarian sector in dealing with disasters. So what will you learn in the Disaster Resilience track at ITC? In the first year, you will follow a range of courses. Some of those are mandatory, others according to your choice. After learning the fundamentals of remote sensing and GIS, we teach you the basic concepts of disaster risk, including everything you need to know about hazards, vulnerability, or resilience. You also learn why geospatial data, for example, satellite or drone images, are so useful in understanding and reducing disaster risk. Now, one group of hazards that is really causing us a growing headache is related to weather and the effect of climate change. This includes more frequent and stronger floods, storms and wildfires, but also heat waves that we often hear about in the news. Therefore, we also cover weather and climate extensively. After that, you can choose one of 3 specializations. Maybe you see yourself dealing with disaster risk and ways to reduce them, for example, through better urban planning in a municipality. Then you choose the disaster managing track. If you have an interest in numerical modeling, for example, to predict hazards and their expected consequences, then you can choose to become a specialist modeler. Finally, if your interest is in data analysis, for example, geocomputing, advanced remote sensing image analysis, or machine learning, you can choose the data analysis track. Each of these pathways will also involve following courses in the other 3 thematic lines, for example, machine learning and programming in GeoAI, or resilient city planning in urban and land futures. You will also have a personal academic mentor with whom you will define a unique study trajectory that fits your interests. Our classes at ITC are very interactive and involve plenary discussions, also with experts from other departments or external specialists, for example. There will also be group work and a lot of learning with and from each other. We have great learning spaces at ITC, and our classes often include as many nationalities as there are students in the class, and everyone brings in their own perspectives, questions, and experience. Knowledge on geoinformation science and Earth observation is a great extra qualification for people from many professional backgrounds. So whether your first degree is in geography, environmental science, or even geology or engineering, if you have an interest in hazards and disasters, this track could be suitable for you. In the Disaster Resilience thematic line, you will learn that disasters are events that happen for a reason, and also that there's a lot that we can do to understand the threat, to anticipate a potential disaster, and to reduce the losses. So come join us to help make your country and your community safer from hazards and disasters.